Hello and welcome to Series 1, Episode 1 of the Monster Pack Let's Play. This is the pack I've chosen from coming from the Horizons pack. We will get back to the Horizons pack eventually, but I wanted to play on this pack, and I was going to do them both adjacent, but now we don't have to because it derped out and destroyed the world. Right, a few things before we start. This is episode 1. It's just going to be an introduction to what's actually in here, because there's a lot of pretty messed up stuff in this pack. This is a new biome. This comes from Die Trees. Die Trees basically takes every tree in the game and basically puts it in one biome for you with a lot of different coloured leaves on, which is pretty cool actually. I do like it, and every time you hit one of these you've got a chance of either getting a sapling or the actual die that tree looks like. So depending on which one you use, like you can see just there, I actually got lime dye there. What it also does is it puts in this stuff here. Now if I hit this, as you can see, it actually blew up. Now this is actually a nether tree. It's only actually meant to spawn in the nether, but because of this mod that we're using, we can actually now get them in the overworld, which is really good because you can actually get these tools out of them. These are just wooden, but they're really good. I mean, the sword itself does 6 damage, which is better than a normal wooden sword, I believe. The update that is added on Thaumcraft is this thing right here. These are now implemented, so you can actually grab these. These are really cool. You just plant them and they instantly grow in front of your eyes, which I absolutely love. So that's one of the updates to Thaumcraft. Now the other thing it's got in it as well is there was one that happened a moment ago. It actually happened over there. It went into the water. Well, there's big, massive asteroids that come to Earth, and they have all different types of ores inside them. So that's pretty cool as well. So we're going to have to watch out that one doesn't hit our base. Hopefully it won't. What's cool with this biome that I've picked to live in is there is so many animals. As you can see from my minimap, you can actually see the amount of animals that have spawned naturally on this biome. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's meant to do that, but if it's meant to do that, that's pretty cool because we don't actually have to go anywhere to find food. And also all the sheep, there's like every coloured sheep in the world on this biome, which is pretty cool. So we're going to be living here and we're going to be doing this. Also, there's a lot of new mobs in here. One of them is an ent, which if you remember off Witchcraft, the ents in that, well, yeah, there's one in here as well. And I need to eat, so I need to go get some food, but we'll do that in a minute. So come here, Mr. Piggy. We've still got Pam's Harvestcraft on here, so we've got all those on here as well. So we know what we're doing with that. Roadshowcraft's on here as well, and all the other good mods that we're used to, they're all on here. Also IC2's on here, and so's Buildcraft, Applied Logistics. There's a lot of mods. I think it totaled out at around about 200 mods so far. So we've got extra bees, extra trees, extra utilities, extra cells, which is really good. This is an add-on to Applied Logistics, which actually allows us to store liquid in our AE system, so we don't actually have to build tanks, which is really good. And I actually just realised that I was in cheat mode then, I don't know why. So yeah, this is the mod we're actually gonna be using. The mod pack we're going to be using. It's got loads. It's factorization on it, random things, Steve car, sync sink is the one with all the extra. Oh no, that's the weird one. There's another one as well that puts in loads of extra mobs. Thermal expansion, Tinker's constructs on here. Oh, just grab that, and then wireless, Qcraft, and this one here. Qcraft we won't be using because that's actually for servers. It actually, if I just click on here, you get these blocks here and you make a portal system, just a normal portal like the Neville portal, and as long as you I've got a server and there's another server with the same mod packs. Everything's the same. I mean, literally like identical, and they have Qcraft, and you link both your portals up. You can actually jump between servers. So technically, for the Let's Play, it's useless. There is no point in it being here. But yeah, these plants are actually grown everywhere. They're all over the place. They're really good because they're actually a source of light as well, which is pretty cool. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and I'm actually going to start chopping some trees down because we need the trees so we can actually start building our base. And then hopefully I can start on getting a Twilight Forest as well as on here. Hopefully we can start making a mine shaft so we can actually start mining. Oh, this is one of them ones that don't blow up. Oh, that'll degen quite quickly for us. So we're going to just run over to my safe zone over there, because this is where the light is. I've been using these for a source of light, which is pretty cool because it actually gives us the light that we need. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run around here. I'm going to collect a load of wood. Then I'm going to build just a basic wooden platform on here, and then we can go mining, and we can then pick a mod to get into because we really do need to pick one. So we'll just put these around so no mobs can spawn near us. Oh look, there's one of them Ents already. I'll just get my thingy and kill it. It was actually regenerating its life a moment ago. Every time I hit it, it regenerated its life. And it actually one-shotted me. Oh my god. Let's just go over to our last death point. Ouch. I need my sword. Let's just jump up here and get my sword. And there's another one. Oh my god, I'm getting mobbed by him already. Oh, we can tell why this is called the monster pack. So yeah, we're gonna just basically build a basic structure. I'm gonna go get different types of wood to do this, and then we can get on to the more advanced stuff in the mod pack and start trying to build a source of power. There is an amazing item in this game called the Ender Quarry, which if you put down, it's basically just like a normal quarry, but instead of a normal quarry where it actually removes the stone, this one actually does not remove the stone, it replaces it with dirt, so you don't have big massive holes everywhere, which I actually do like the idea of. I think it's pretty cool. So what we're going to do right now is I am going to cut the video, and then I'm probably going to die again because I need to go kill him so I can actually start building a mine shaft over here. I'm going to build it in this hill here and just go straight down. I also need to cut some trees down as well so we can start building. So I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So what I've done is I collected some wood and I built just a basic structure. The only one downfall of being in this biome, which I found so far, is all the trees are different, so not one tree is the same-ish. So I mean, there is the same, you'd have to go around and actually look for them. I started digging a quarry hole out, so we can actually start mining. But yeah, as if you can see, each tree is kind of different. I mean, it's only these big rainbow trees that I could probably mine to actually get a lot of oak wood, but the rest of them are actually quite different. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to carry on in the mine and sort that out. But what I wanted to show you guys is I made some furnaces. Now in this mod pack it gives you, let's see, it gives you a different item. Let's go down the mine and I'll actually show you because it's down the mine. Oh, I came upstairs to actually get another pick. That'll do. Oh, here it is. It's this stuff here. I'll show you what it does in a moment. That should do. I just need to grab some. Actually, I got some sticks there. So it's really easy to mine. It's quite scary actually on how easy it is to mine. But it basically replaces cobble. You can still get cobble, but this stuff actually also gives you cobble. It's this stuff right here, and it's really easy to mine, and then it just turns back into cobble, which is quite cool, I guess. I mean, it gives us another form of cobble. Like, you never actually have too much blooming cobble anyway. And for some weird reason that's quartz. Let's just check that out. Quartz cobble. Let's see what you can do with it. You can make stone picks. You see, and again, there's just loads of different cobbles that you can actually use just for normal cobble stuff. What else can you use it for? You can get, if you smelt it, you get that back. What's that used for? You can use it instead of stone. Okay. It just says the exact same uses as either cobble or stone. Interesting. Pick up this lime here. I'm going to pick some of that up. We do need some of that. Yeah, so I'm just going to dig down to bedrock, and once I get there I'm going to go probably every 10th, so it'll be like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then we'll just strip mine those ones. And then later on, once we get the boring machine up and running, we can basically use the boring machine on each one of the levels, and that will just continuously go on without us, and then that way we'll be picking up all of the resources that we'll be needing. So I need to get my shovel. Let's just plant another one of these for some light. And then we'll dig all this away. What's good with this pack is the fact that bees are in here. That's really good actually. I really do like bees. Bees are one of my hidden pleasures. I really do like doing them. So we will definitely be doing some bees at some point. I mean, especially if you get all the bees kind of together, you can make bees that do practically everything for you, from in the way of collecting rubber for IC2, and you can get bees that do cobalt, adite, so that's Tinker's side sorted. There is quite a lot of them. They're quite difficult to do if you have never done them before. It does take up quite a lot of time for you to do bees, but I mean, most of the time you can actually automate them, and especially now Applied in Logistics have actually sorted out the fact that you got fuzzy input buses. It actually really helps with bees, because now bees do respond to the fuzzy buses better, which is really good, and especially for if you really do want to automate the bees. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing for now. What we're going to do is we're getting up to the time of actually ending the episode. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to quit the episode soon, and we'll be back next time in episode 2, and in episode 2 I will have the mine sorted out. Hopefully I can get some resources together so we can just start building some really good stuff. For now, what we're probably going to be doing is we're working on the survival generator, because the survival generator, if you look into it, it actually only takes it takes basically everything that a furnace takes, and it makes power out of it, which is really really good. And it's not actually that dear to make. It's actually quite cheap. But then again, most of the generators in extra utilities they're all quite cheap recipes. If we just jump straight over to them, and this is the survival generator right here. It's just basically a cobble, an iron ingot, a furnace, and 2 redstone, and that makes you the generator. Now the generator itself produces around about 10. It's about 10 RF per tick, so you can make quite a lot of power really really quickly. The one that we will be looking to try and get to is this one right here, the solar generator. It does take a diamond block though, so that's going to be quite a hit, but I mean, it's going to be worth it in the long run, because this is just going to create power through the sun, and then it'll give us quite a lot of power. I do want to be sticking at least 3 of these onto a thermic ender quarry to make it run as perfect as possible. Now the thermic ender quarry, just a bit more information about it, is if you use 2 quarries in Buildcraft, yes, Buildcraft is installed, so we could use them as well, but if you want to use the thermic ender one, you don't use landmarks or any way of making it bigger. What you got to do is, to make it bigger, you've got to use fences. So wherever you put fences, and as long as one fence is touching one side of the block and the other side is touching the opposite side of the block, and you make a big massive area with just the fences, it'll actually dig within the fence boundaries. So it'll actually tell you. It's actually quite brainy of saying, you're in the area, you're in a boundary, or you're not in a boundary. It is actually quite a good quarry. I have tested it before, so I knew what I was doing with it, and it does do that. It does quite a sizable area as well. I think unless servers don't change the config files, I think you can actually have it on unlimited amount of space. So as long as you put your fences down and they're all connecting back to the quarry itself, it will actually do an infinite space, which is quite good, but at the same time quite dangerous. I mean, especially with the fact that if it doesn't do grief protection, technically speaking, you could probably mine under someone's house and take all their resources away, which could be really really bad for servers. So I think most servers will probably either ban them in the overworld, so you can't use them in the overworld, or you'll actually only be allowed to use them in a digger world, so you don't take people's resources away from underneath their house. So I think that's finally it for this episode. I think what we're going to do is we're going to say our byes now, and next time, like I said, I will be down in this quarry. I'll stay here for the next couple of hours and actually dig down to get to bedrock. Once I've got to bedrock, I'll try and light up this area as well. I need to go collect some more of these bloom things to start lighting the area up so no mobs will spawn. But what we'll do is we'll do that. I'll dig all the way down, and then next time when we join in again, when on episode 2, we'll be down at bedrock, and hopefully we can start collecting some resources, some proper resources, I mean especially redstone at this moment in time, so we can make that survival generator. So as usual, thank you very much for watching, and bye guys.